Oh my god.
Your neighbors must love you.
Oh my god. That bitch named Katrina. That bitch better chill before I send her ass back to Louisiana. Hello and welcome to the Not Good Enough podcast, hosted by David and Andy, reporting live on June 17th. That's Andy,
And that's David.
and this is episode 14, Premature Rat. What's up, Andy? How's it going, man? How's it going on? Is what I said. How's it going?
Uh it's going, man.
It's going on well.
It's going for the most part. I mean, I was telling you earlier, I hurt my ankle going down the stairs, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Once you get to that age, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But this is great because this is a good opportunity for me to get that electric chair that just lifts you all the way up the stairs so you don't have to walk up or down anymore.
Bro, you should be milking this right now. You should just you should have fallen down the stairs and then been like, babe, I can't move. You need to help me. And
I've
she,
fallen and I can't get up.
yeah, yeah, sounds familiar. But you could just milk that out. You can make her do everything, and then you could just be like, oh my god, babe, I can't, I can't. My ankle hurts. I can't do anything. Can you jerk it for me? And then just milk everything out.
That
Literally.
makes no sense.
Ah, what do you mean? It's not supposed to, Andy.
It's my ankle.
So yeah, sometimes
I'm
you
not
need your
paralyzed.
ankle. Well,
Oh my
when you nut, you stiff up your leg. It might hurt if your ankle hurts.
god.
Yeah, that's a perfect opportunity to milk it, Andy. You should have taken advantage of that.
Man, that's what makes us different.
There has to be some type of disparity.
Yeah. Um. Let's see. Let's get this party started, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh Lord. Oh man. Well, Andy's probably gonna be start slurring by the end of the episode. Definition of white late, lightweight, ladies and gentlemen. Definition of that.
Wow. Well, let's see. Where are we at? Today's episode 14. Hey, our audience size has grown. We're now
Yeah.
estimated at 11. So, David, I think you were listening this past week. Thank you.
Oh no, but actually I wasn't. But yeah.
We have grown as far as like the number of countries out there. We're in the US, Ireland, New Zealand, France, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and now Germany.
Hey, we're in
I
Canada
think
now,
those
and United
are,
and the
yeah.
UK. That's
Mm-hmm.
something new right there.
Yeah.
Dude, personally, I love Canada. Never been. I haven't been to any of these places except I've only been to United States and Cuba, but in Mexico for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but Canada, that's like my go-to dream spot to live. I want to live somewhere in like Nova Scotia. I'm like very specific on it,
Mhm.
and I can't handle the cold. Andy, I'm from South Florida. You're from Central Florida, dude. Anything below like 70, and my teeth are shattering, chattering.
I, I think I remember a couple of early mornings at our job.
Yeah,
You were like you walked in because it was like what 5 in the morning because we were putting up
putting up
truck or
truck.
something like that, and then you were like, "Fuck!" And I'm like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And you're like, "Cold." I'm like, "Put some clothes on, man."
Dude,
Jeez.
Andy would just look at me like I'm a fucking junkie.
Yeah,
Like I had a needle in my arm. Like he was so confused at how I could be looking like acting the way I was. And I'm over here like this is cold, man. Fuck.
exactly.
Just get mad at God for no reason. Like, why? He's like, it wasn't me, it was her.
um. So yeah, as far as the platforms go, we're 50% in Spotify. We're also found on YouTube. Maybe eventually we're gonna get to video, but we'll see how that goes. I think that's gonna be a little bit easier if we're together. So we're probably never gonna do video again, ever.
No, we're not doing video. Why not? Why aren't we doing video?
Well, because this outbreak just keeps on going.
I mean, you know what? Yeah, yeah, Andy. I mean, we could like post. If we could just take a picture once an episode and then just load that into like the YouTube and just whenever one of us talks, we just change it to a picture.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like if we get angry, we get like an angry picture.
Huh.
Oh
That's gonna
man,
take a little more effort, but yes, that would be interesting.
oh that'd be a good idea. See, we just come up with this on the spot, ladies and gentlemen, and you're here with us. So
Literally, we
let
might we
yeah,
might have a script, but we don't go by it. You know, we
yeah, no,
follow our fearless leaders.
we're just
They're our role
ourselves.
models,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. Anyway, let's see. Anything new with you, man?
No, dude. Life just keeps on going, and it's just keep going bad. It's always downhill somehow.
It
I,
is
you,
relentless, man. It does
you,
not. It does not wait for you.
yeah, you think you hit
Doesn't
the
wait for
bottom.
anybody.
You
Yeah,
think you hit the bottom, Andy, and then the
and you
bottom
just keep on going.
breaks, and there's just more bottom.
You
You're
keep
like,
on falling through those rotted wood floors, and it's just floor after floor after floor that you keep on crashing through.
dude, yeah,
Is
dude.
that what
It's
you're
like,
talking about?
yeah, every morning, and by the end of the day, I'm like, there's only up from here, and then the next day, guys, like, I got you, fam, and it's just fucking worse. It's just somehow even worse.
hmm
That's my life, Andy. What about yours life? Is your life maybe a tinge better? You have a cat, so it has to be infinitely better.
Yes, yes. We have 20 toe beans at our disposal. It's great. Um, no, it's good. You know, it's just made it through another week. You know, I survived. You know, this this crazy world that we're living in currently. Um, you know, I got a loving wife. You know, we have a nice house. You
Bro,
know,
I
we're
thought
just
you said
trying to.
I got 11 wives. I was about to say, damn. And you still bitching about your ankle? Gonna get one of them to
Yes,
do the laundry?
cause it hurts. um, but no, it was yeah, we're doing all right. It's just another week. You know, just trying to make it through.
Yeah,
You know.
dude. Andy's wife, if you're listening to this, if you could just please let me go over there, so we could, so we could record this episode in person. That'd be
Um,
great.
I don't know, man, because I was reading an article today. It was
You
regarding
need to stop
some.
reading. It's just no. You need to stop reading.
No, I'm sorry. I need to continue to read. I need to read more, in fact. But this lady was up
Dude,
in
your eyesight to get
Jacksonville.
worse.
It was like 10 days ago. She and 15 other friends decided to go to this bar up in Jacksonville, and now they all have COVID.
Oh yeah, my boss just told me about that earlier today. Yeah, I
hmm
mean,
Yep, they were like,
eh,
yeah, you know, it opened. We were all cooped up for 8+ weeks. Isolating ourselves, and so we just went out. We decided to go to the bar, and have a good time. And nobody was wearing masks, and now here they are. They all have COVID.
you can't drink with mask on, Andy. That's a proven fact. I mean, it can go through it, but it's not really a mask after that.
So, do you see why it's going to be very difficult to do this safely?
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Do I go out any day? I don't go out any fucking. I stay at home, bro.
hmm
I stay at home, and when I'm at work, I got plexiglass and fucking bulletproof glass. I have time delay safes. I have like six like walls of fucking drugs in between me and the customer. And you're worried about me? What about you? You have paper. That shit thin as hell.
It's just, I don't know. It's just dangerous. It's dangerous times that we're living in, and nobody really understands it completely, and that makes it that much more dangerous.
Ugh. But Andy, let's go to our current events section.
All right, current events.
So speaking of jobs, Andy, this
Yeah.
is the danger that I would be willing to take. I'd be
This is
willing to risk it
mhm.
all for Target right now.
Okay. Um, what? Why is that? I mean, you make decent money, right?
No. so 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 here's the thing. So Target raised their minimum wage to $15. I just read the article today. They just raised their minimum wage to $15, and that really puts a dent in my what's that, content for my job right now, because my job has a lot of responsibilities and not just selling drugs, even though that shit is fun. I'm just selling
Mhm.
drugs. Here, oxy, yeah, oh, fucking, yeah, tramadol, come here. You want fentanyl? Yeah, the strongest shit
Mhm.
we got, right here, dude, right over here. You want needles? Fucking 2 packs, I got you, bro. But yeah, so much responsibilities, and then Target's like, yeah, fucking $15, and I'm over here making $13.56.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, dude, and I could literally fucking kill somebody, and not like physically, like I'm gonna put a fucking sock on their neck and then tighten it gradually. No, I could like just, yeah, no, yeah, this is Eliquis, and it's like fucking amoxicillin, you know.
Mhm.
and, and I can fucking kill somebody, and they make $15 an hour, and I make 13.56, bro. Where's my wage lift?
You don't work for Target.
Shit, we're gonna check next episode.
um, yeah. So apparently, this isn't out of the blue. This has been a work in progress on Target's part. Um, let's see. Target announced in September 2017 that it would hike wages for all 323,000 employees to at least $15 an hour by 2020. And here we are, mid 2020, and it raised. So the federal minimum wage is currently $7.55 an hour. So if you are, let's do some math, David. If you're working 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year, you're working 2,080 hours. So that means you get paid $15,704. David, you roughly make $31,000.
Oh, no, 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 sir. I make 27.
This is before taxes.
No, yeah, before taxes, 27.
You
Yeah, go
wait.
ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
That's
Look
what
at
you.
that. David's
I'm
right.
sorry, David.
No, hold on. Yeah, go. Can you
Would
please
you let
repeat
me
that for the
talk?
record? Please repeat
Yeah,
that for the
you
record.
would be making $31,000 if you would work at Target, but you don't. So take it.
Shit. Yeah, I make 27 now. Now I know that it's not all rainbows and Mike and Ike's. All right, I know. I know it's not going to be perfect for everybody
That's
getting.
an aisle four, Mike and
Yeah.
Ike's.
Oh, you still remember that? Nice.
Unfortunately, it's burned into my memory.
Ah, shit. But I know it's not all perfect for the people that work at Target right now with the raise, because yeah, they raised the money. That's perfect, but it doesn't mean that they're gonna keep the same hours, which has been an issue already. That
Right.
they lowered the hours. Like this lady Heather um worked. She was 40 hours. Now she's 20 hours, which half of that, so no longer full time.
Hmm.
And she said she's lost about $200 less. She lost about 200 total.
Yeah, I mean it's essentially the same thing. It comes down to the bottom line, how much you're actually getting a check. You know, um, you could get you know $10 an hour, work 40 hours a week, or you get $20 an hour and work 20 hours a week. Or I think that math works.
Yep, I don't think so.
You get double the pay but work half the hours, then you still get paid the same amount.
Yeah, I guess. See, the thing is that open opportunities too. Like, yeah, you're not full time, you don't get the benefits depending on the company. But if
Yeah.
you make $15 and you get 20 hours a week, yeah, you get half, but you have 20 hours more to get to do whatever. You go to school to get another job that try out because I don't know about y'all, but me, my second job, like eventually when I get my second job, I want to put my foot in and then full dive later. I'm not like into. I like Assassin's Creed, but I don't just dive off the fucking building. It's just to see the fucking bale of hay on the bottom. I gotta find out if I like that shit first. I'm not just popping in
Hmm.
somewhere, So this is
Right.
probably a perfect opportunity for that.
Well, it depends. If they're young and able like you, David.
Oh,
Um,
I don't know about the second part. I may be young, but your boy is not able.
uh, you know, um, but if they're like in their 40s and they got a family to support and bills to pay, um, and
Yeah, no, I
they
was,
get
I was
more an hour, but then their hours are cut, then they end up, like this lady Heather. She gets, she's getting less money, even though she's just got a nice raise. Um, then you're gonna have to get a second job. You're still gonna have to work 40 hours a week, to do what you need to do. There was that point where I was working, when I was at your store. That was my second job, and I was working 65 hours a week. you know and that's when I was living by myself, and like it was tough. I was never
yeah, no,
home.
yeah, I was just giving an example. I mean, obviously it doesn't work for everybody, but I guess you got to find your little niche. I mean, it's not
Yes.
like a big company like that. It's not like they're gonna raise. Not no company's perfect, but it's not like they're gonna raise their wages and be like, yeah, we're gonna keep the same hours. We're just gonna pay y'all more. Fuck that. They don't care about that. They got to make
Hmm.
some money somehow.
It's true. Yes. And yeah, I mean, there's over a quarter of a million employees that this company has, and it all adds up. you know uh you
I
know
just
it,
thought it was interesting that so you could work as a cashier in the front of the store at Target and you make $15 an hour, but you work in a pharmacy and you make starting out. I started out as a pharmacy tech $11.
Mhm.
The only reason I make 13 now was there was a raise, a quarterly, like an annual raise, and then there was the PTCB certification that I got that gave me $1 raise. That's the only reason I make 13.56 right now and not 11.26 like I did before.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
Yeah.
Damn,
It's
fuck.
crazy that you're only making that much money.
Yeah, I should have kept. I should have kept selling drugs on the street. I was making more money then.
I think I was roughly making what you're making now back in 2014.
No, back when you had like 7 different jobs and you were popping caffeine pills left and right.
No, that's when I was doing nightlife stuff, but that I didn't get paid for that.
Nah, yeah, that one.
Exactly. Yeah, nailed it.
Hundred
You're a
percent.
natural.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude. Fucking catch me out there, but not really because I don't like that shit. Fuck y'all. I'm antisocial.
That's amazing.
Catch my name out there. You ain't gonna see me in that bitch. But let's see,
Well,
Andy.
that's
Let,
crazy.
let's switch over to something that people will never see. Hopefully, for the better of them. We're gonna go to our game segment.
Games.
All right, Andy. This past week you've been playing Fallout 76. I'm
That
sorry.
is correct. I got a report here for you. It's a big backstory on Fallout 76. Should be entertaining, but it was depressing to live, if that makes sense.
Dude, I was depressed even like choosing that for shit for you last week.
Fallout 76.
Yeah, dude, I'm sorry.
Is that because what you've never played the game before, right?
Shit, I don't think I want to.
Okay. Well, have you played any of the other Fallout games?
No.
Because they're all over the place. They're on consoles, they're on PC, they're on mobile devices.
Yeah, it's just not a game that I've like um had the opportunity to, you know, like here, fuck it, I'll buy it, I'll try it out because I never played the game
Sure.
before. I do know, like I've seen gameplay, I've seen people talk about it, so it's not like I'm not lost on it. I know Fallout 4 was a very, positively received title for the most part, but Fallout
Hmm.
76 was the complete fucking other spectrum.
That's right. and that's what I'm going to be talking about. So, here we go. So, Fallout 76 is a narrative prequel to the previous Fallout games, right? So, it is set in an alternative history. This is going to be good for anybody that has no experience with Fallout, okay?
Mm.
Um, it is set in an alternative history, and it takes place in 2102, 25 years after a nuclear war that was devastated the Earth. The player character is a resident of Vault 76, hence the title Fallout 76. It's a
Ooh,
Fallout shelter
roll
that was
credits.
built in Michael Bay. Um, it, so Fallout 76 is based in West Virginia, to the to house America's best and brightest minds. That's what this shelter's for. The player character exits the vault on Reclamation Day as part of a plan to recolonize the wasteland. So this game is a first-person, third-person online action role-playing game developed by Bethesda Game Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. It released for Windows, PS4, and Xbox One on November 14th, 2018. This is Bethesda's first multiplayer game where players explore the open world with others, which has been torn apart by nuclear war, right? Now,
Wasn't the
keep in
only thing that
mind,
tore it apart.
what's that?
Wasn't the only thing that tore it apart.
Now, keep in mind, Bethesda has limited it to 24 players per server. This means you will only see at most 23 other players at a time. For comparison, World of Warcraft has seen thousands of players on their server. So it's really desolate. It is like there's like nobody there. Also, part of the problem with this Bethesda is that they did very well building single player games. They were very ambitious, going for like an online multiplayer game. It was very ambitious of them.
Yeah, it's all online, right? You can't
That's
not have
right.
internet.
That's right. It's completely online. Bethesda developed the game using a modified version of its creation engine, which, as they say, allowed the combination of multiplayer gameplay and more detailed game world in their previous games. Well, I don't know about that. Fallout 76 was released to generally mixed reviews, with criticism for the game's numerous technical issues, overall design, lack of gameplay purpose, and initial absence of human non-playable characters or NPCs. That was a really big issue.
Yeah, dude.
The
Because
game,
there's only
yeah,
24 in a server, and you have like this humongous ass map. Ain't like you don't even
yeah,
run into NPCs. Like you might
it's
see like a squirrel or some shit.
well, now you still see humanoid creatures and monsters and all that stuff, but they're not quest givers or whatnot. They're just enemies, right? So there's still enemies there. Um, but anyway, I'll get into it more. The game was the subject of several controversies, chiefly regards to the quality of the physics content, while several Bethesda responses and attempts to provide ongoing support related to Fallout 76 in the months following its launch were also met with criticism. The game sold 1.4 million copies by the end of 2018. Now, the game was criticized for the complete absence of NPCs, like we were talking about. GameSpot said, without having any of those people present to tell their stories personally, this world is limited to being little more than just an environmental exhibit with things to kill, and that there are no strong emotional anchors to help you become truly invested, which is actually correct because it was getting boring. There wasn't much there. Um, and I'll explain later on how it was more in detail. Um, Many reviewers complained of a large number of bugs and glitches present in Fallout 76, affecting numerous aspects of the game as well as stability, performance, and graphical issues. because I remember when it crashed on time, multiple times. Like it would just kick me off the server. In response, Bethesda issued several patches, the size of the first being 50 gigabytes,
Dang.
which nearly eclipsed the size of the game itself. However, many of the attempted fixes earned player disgruntlement for failing to resolve some of the more notable technical issues, removing features previously thought intentional, and inadvertently resulting in further bugs, some of which had been fixed previously. Many fans afterward expressed their desire for Bethesda to just use a public test server for new patches before their release. So they would just upload it to the world and hope it works.
Bucket. Yep. Here you go,
Yep.
motherfuckers. Keep asking. Keep
Now,
keep talking.
here's the news, the controversies and bad businesses. Fallout 76 Power Armor Special Edition drew controversy upon release.
That fucking bag, man. I know about this shit.
Mm-hmm.
That fucking bag.
Bethesda advertised that the edition would include a canvas duffel bag, which was actually neat in the image. Um, but a nylon one was included instead. Responding to customer complaints, Bethesda claimed that the bag had to be changed due to unavailability of materials and initially stated the intention to take no action. The publisher received criticism for not making the change known beforehand, with Eurogamer pointing out that the bag's description on Bethesda's website had only changed to read nylon after complaints had been submitted. Bethesda later offered affected customers free in game currency of 500 atoms as compensation. That is equivalent to $5. Critics pointed out that the amount of currency was not enough to purchase the in game postman uniform, which is $7. And it which ironically includes a canvas bag on that character. That's hilarious and so sad, really.
Yeah, we gonna give you a
Additionally,
canvas bag. Nah, I mean, you're fucking no. It's gonna be a nylon one.
mhm,
But as for
additionally,
your troubles, we'll give you money for the canvas. Actually, you know what? We'll give you maybe a little bit less.
you still got to pay $2. Additionally, it was discovered that Bethesda had produced a different Fallout 76 themed canvas bag and given them for free to online influencers, further adding to the fan outrage. Bethesda announced on December 3rd, 2018, that they would be producing canvas bags for all owners of the Power Armor Special Edition, which were ultimately said to be shipping in 4 to 6 months. In June 2019, the bags were finally delivered. Here's another one. A data breach occurred on December 5th. Was that a couple days after they announced the bag? A glitch in Bethesda's support system revealed personal information on approximately 65 players who had submitted a support ticket to receive the canvas bag.
Nice. Wow.
Users were able to open and close tickets of other customers and view personal information, including names, addresses, emails, and partial credit card information. In a statement given to the Ars Technica, Bethesda said that the breach occurred via an error with our customer support website and that they were investigating the incident and will provide additional updates as we learn more. The publisher clarified that only information leaked was details that the support site would be requested, rather than credit card informations or credit card numbers or passwords, and that they would notify all affected customers. So apparently, allegedly, it wasn't as bad. In
Huh.
2018, Bethesda partnered with the Silver Screen Bottling Company to create Nuka Dark Rum, an alcoholic beverage based on the in-game Nuka Cola Dark, which was introduced to the Fallout 4 Nuka World add-on. Did you
Come
hear
on, you
about
got
this
it.
one?
I've heard about it, but I don't know exactly what happened. But I have heard about this.
The rum was available to be pre-ordered in August 2018 for $80.
Damn.
while it
The fuck?
while it was released.
That's like a bottle of Henny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's like 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, the big ones.
Andy only calculates shit in bottles of Jack Daniels.
It's 2.5 bottles actually, because I can get them for like 35.
Yeah, man, that's 6.67% or 6.67 bottles of Jack Daniels right
Exactly.
there. That's way too expensive. I need that shit at 7 point or at 5.7 bottles of Jack Daniels, please.
Wow. While its release was expected to coincide with the launch of Fallout 76, the rum was delayed and was shipped instead in late December of 2018,
Jesus, man,
four
this just
months
fucked
later.
everything up, huh?
Yes, every single one. However, upon receiving it, fans criticized the fact that the rum bottle advertised, previously expected to be a bottle in the shape of the in game Nuka Cola item, which was actually kind of neat looking, had turned out to be a standard glass bottle encased in a large plastic cover. The rum's asking price of $80 was subsequently condemned from expectations that the design would be of high quality since none of the marketing had stated what the bottles would be made of. Also, apparently, the flavor of the drink was less than appealing to most. In
At
September
least get the drink
2019,
right, you know? At least
yeah,
get the drink right.
I never had it. I only can imagine how bad it was. In September 2019, collectible Nuka Cola themed Fallout helmets were produced by Chronicle Collectibles, of which only 32 of 20,000 manufactured were sold. They were
Damn.
recalled by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission due to containing high levels of mold and posing a health risk. No incidents, luckily, were or injuries were reported. And GameStop, who sold the helmets, notified all customers who had purchased a helmet and offered them a full refund. Now, Bethesda created Wastelanders, an update that reintroduces NPCs in their series. It launched 2 months ago in April 2020. That being said, I am pleased with that. I'm sorry. I am pleased with what I have experienced so far since replaying it as of last week. Now, David, when I say pleased, this is the quality I was expecting when the game was released 2 years ago.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I started a new character, okay? So far, there has been a much different structured storyline. I'm currently level 9 in the playthrough. Different enemies have been switched around, helping the new storyline make sense. Um, the the gameplay is still pretty much the same. You know, it's just a little. It just makes more sense because how it used to be, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, you would you would find a random handwritten note and you were trying to uncover like the story of dead people you never met.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so you just find like a note and you're like, oh, it says this person was going to meet this person and there's apparently a whole bunch of, goodies at this location. Let me go
Oh,
find that location.
like treasure hunting.
It's a lot of treasure hunting.
Huh.
And you got it's either handwritten notes or it's holotapes as it's called, which is audio recordings, right?
Hmm.
And so there's a lot of that, you know. Now this game has a settlement building type thing, which came into play, I believe in Fallout 4. That was it was like revolutionary, for the series. Um, so they implement it in Fallout 76, which is basically a camp. You set up a camp, you can fast travel to your camp.
Make it like
You
a
can
like a village. Make
It's
a
like a
village.
village that you can pick up and take with you to the different areas on the map.
It's a mobile
And
home village.
exactly. And it's really cool. I mean, you can build like a giant fort if you really want to, or just a little log cabin. All the different elements you can put into it. You can, but you got to find like schematics to or the blueprints to build the things, and or you can go to like robot vendors and you can buy the plans if they're selling it, and then you can build them that way. But you got to make sure you have all the materials. There's I think basically there's 13 base elements of building, like
Hmm.
wood, screws, oil, that sort of thing. There's like 13 different types that the game has, and there's so many items itself in the game, and everything is made up by those 13 basic items, right?
That
So you
just
can
gets overwhelming.
it gets very overwhelming, and there's a lot of inventory management involved. It's also like a survival game because you got to keep on drinking and you got to keep on eating, and then you got to make sure that you're not gonna
Go poopy.
die because you're getting attacked. No, it didn't get that far.
Ah,
There's no bathroom usage,
at
but
least they could do is show a little penis. At the very least. But can you at least make a village, a mobile home village, like with other people? Have you like played with other people?
I have. I have played with other people before. I work with somebody that has played the game. We kind of played it together quite a few
Aww.
times.
Don't tell your wife.
That's back when we were dating.
Ooh.
Um, but anyway, yeah, no, I don't think you can build off of each other's camps. Um, no, it doesn't work that way. Because then you got to worry about, well, what if that person isn't online by the time that you get online? Their camp isn't going to be there because they're not online. So, like, half your thing is not going to be there. I don't know.
Well, how
It's,
how does it compare like with how it first came out when you first played it, and then now? Like, would you
um,
would you recommend the game now?
I mean, if you have played Fallout games before and you enjoyed it, or if you like a destroyed world and it's kind of like a survival base, it's a mystery type thing. You find things and whatnot. If you like Skyrim, because that was based, Bethesda made Skyrim, so Skyrim and Fallout 4 were very similar. Just one had guns, and then you had another one, Fallout 76. If you like Skyrim, you might like Fallout 76. Um, I I have not been kicked off yet as far as like the servers go. I haven't really had any connection issues. I haven't had any major glitches. I think they've gotten better. I would give it a try. Um, I mean, I already bought the game, so it wasn't anything for me to, fire it back up and
Yeah,
try
neither.
it, this past week. So, I mean, I would, if it's a type of game that you might like when we're talking about Sims, I don't think that's good for you, David.
Yeah, no,
But this is also not a game that you can just breeze through either. You can't just play it real fast. So I don't know if this would be a good game for you either.
nope, definitely not.
You can't do
Nah,
speed runs on this one.
nah, I can't do speed runs on that.
No, but it's a game that I enjoy because
Any
when
like slow shit.
I like games that gets me involved. Like I'm invested in the game. I when I play the game, I'm gonna be there for at least an hour. So hour long sessions or whatever. I'm gonna be playing the game. I'm involved. I'm escaping my reality to this game.
Ah,
So
getting rid of
yeah.
all the debt, all the debt, all the responsibilities.
Oh, the
You want
fuck.
you can't hurt
Yeah.
your ankle going up the stairs in a video game.
I don't know. You can still get some broken bones. But that's in the in game stuff.
All right, well,
But
thanks for talking
anyway,
about
yeah.
that Andy. Fallout 76. If you guys want to check that out, you can go to Bethesda.net and fucking, if you're willing. It's gotten much better now, Andy said. So fucking give it
Hmm.
a try. If you fucking like Skyrim, you like Fallout, definitely give it a try now. Sometimes you just gotta wait a while in between releases. Don't buy shit right
That
out
is
the
true.
bat because it's happened a couple times, like with No Man's Sky and shit. But
Yeah, that's actually a good point because the first time that it was weird when I got Fallout 4, I never played a Fallout game before. And for some reason I was like craving to play the game, but I've never demoed it. I never did anything like that. And it was already out for like 2.5, 3 years. Like I don't know what it was. I think I saw like
like a
YouTube
gameplay,
videos of the game,
yeah,
gameplay or something like that. I heard things about it, and like I was just motivated for it, and then I got involved.
yeah, man.
Like
That's how it was for Near.
I got really.
when I
It was
got
like what?
near, when I got near, that's exactly what it
Hmm.
was. I've never played anything like near, and then fucking, I watched a gameplay video. I'm like, damn, fuck, and then like a year later, I haven't even seen a recent video. I'm like, I kind of want that game. I fucking bought
Hmm.
it, and it's like in my top five favorite games of all time.
Yeah, yeah. So it was like that sort of thing for me. So yeah, give it a try. It's again they're Bethesda. So check them out. Fallout 76. I mean, yeah, sure, why not? So would I recommend? Eh,
Eh,
yeah,
what the answer boils down to it? Yeah, maybe. Fuck
yeah.
it.
If it's your type of game, yeah, give it a try.
But all right, this week, unfortunately, John is having some personal vendettas he has to get rid of. So we're not having a movie segment this week. Hopefully, he's back next week. So we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come back and do conspiracy of the week.
Sounds good.
All right, we're back from the break. Andy, how'd it go?
Went good.
Did
Sipped
I just really
on
ask
some.
that? Oh, that
How'd it go?
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ,
appreciate it,
man.
man. I knew you
Do
cared.
we want to restart that? Nah, fuck it. Let's just keep going.
Mm-mm.
If I actually
Yeah,
cared,
go
I
on.
actually cared about the shit you did for once, and it was completely on accident.
Oh, I knew you cared.
But let's go to our conspiracy of the week.
Conspiracy of the week.
So this week we have John F. Kennedy's assassination. This is a fucking hot topic, man. 60 years
Oh yeah.
later, this is yeah, dude. Everybody thinks this shit's a conspiracy. Honestly, I'm like, I've heard about this shit being a conspiracy for so long, Andy. I'm like, fuck it, yeah, it has to be at this point.
I don't really know much about the specifics on this conspiracy, so you're gonna have to learn me on this.
Ooh, buddy, we're gonna have to learn each other on that one. Pause. Um, so everybody's seen the video, man. John F. Kennedy waving at people, and then back of his car got hamburger meat. A second later, um, so we got killed by Lee Harvey Oswald. Looks like a crackhead. Him. Um, so people think there's a whole bunch of shit people involved, like people and like agencies and shit. People are
Mhm.
saying that the CIA was involved and the mafia, and then the vice president, Lyndon B. Johnson. We got Fidel Castro, that bitch ass motherfucker. We got the KGB, or some combination of all of them. The motherfucker was comboed in that bitch.
Mhm.
Oh man. But see, they did an investigation, the OG one, and they came back as you know, uh, wow. Hold on, I had a little eye seizure right there. And they led up to the claim that they covered up some crucial information after the assassination, which really, that's really where it all started and shit, in terms of the government halfly confirming this shit was kind of iffy.
Mhm.
But dude, there's been so many people involved that, or people accused of being involved. There's been a total of 42 groups, 82 assassins, and 204 people, 414 people that have been accused at one time or another. Like, holy shit, bro. That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Wow.
And that shit's crazy. You know, they're talking about there's a second shooter. They're right here in this the United States House Select Committee on Assassinations, because the motherfuckers experts now apparently. Said
Mm.
that that he was assassinated and consulted and Jesus, holy shit, I can't read. As a result of conspiracy, and said that there's a second gunman, even though that was later discredited. I don't know by who. It doesn't say. And then some dude also said that the autopsy that they did on John F. Kennedy, the brain pictures weren't his pictures. Which, like, I mean, I guess they only had like a quarter of a brain, because I don't know if you, Andy, you saw the video, bro. That motherfucker was splattered, man.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm trying to remember all the details of the video.
You know, he's
I'd
waving
have to
at
watch it
people, and then
again.
bah, this man starts grabbing his eye, and then goes the second one, bah. This man fucking like, first of all, he handled that first headshot pretty well. That second one got him though, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, it, it's a whole bunch of shit. This
Yeah.
happened 60 years ago. We're still talking about it. We're having a fucking podcast episode on it,
Yeah. Right.
and there's so much shit going on. Have you Andy? You're an older guy. You've probably, you're closer to the actual shooting than I was. Uh,
Haha. Yeah, I was there. Go on.
yeah. Have you heard anything about this conspiracy or anything about the assassination at all? Really?
I mean, I knew that it was like a conspiracy situation because um he was, I think he was like doing stuff that was pissing people off. But he was like doing good things. Like he made decisions that was not in the best interest of the other people, that the alleged corrupted people.
Yeah, man. Probably money involved. There's usually always money involved. Like,
Money, power.
yeah, this man,
Yeah.
he's too good. This man is too good of a man. He's fucking us up.
Hmm.
But I mean, how do you feel about it? You've heard some shit. Do you think you think his death was a conspiracy?
I'm trying to watch the video now. Let's see. Oh, this is like a 3D. No, what the fuck, man.
Oh man, and he's having some technical issues.
I'm having technical issues. Do I think it's a conspiracy? I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, there's something going on. Um, I want to say that he did something that people didn't like, and so somebody took action. And there has to be a conspiracy with this. There has to be something going on. If there's alleged 42 separate entities with 82 assassins and 214 people being accused at one point in time during these various conspiracy scenarios,
Mm.
I mean, either that was the cover up to try to get a whole bunch of people allegedly involved, or not. I mean, the man was dead, you know.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit here. Like, dude, I'm not. I don't, Andy. This web page that we have pulled up here. I don't know if you see the bar on the right side. That shit is small. There's a lot of shit in this page, bro.
Mhm.
It's hard to get through all of it, but let's just fucking skip through. Let's see. It seems like a couple was this couple days on October 1st, 1963, which was a month and a half before Kennedy was assassinated. Apparently, there's a dude who called the Soviet embassy in Mexico City, inquiring as to any messages. It says, and he said his name was Lee Oswald,
Mhm.
and they said that they provided photographs or whatever that and they said the photographs didn't match, and there was a conversation with Hoover. I don't know. That's the FBI guy, and that Johnson, who was he was president after he was assassinated. But Johnson was asking about the Oswald visit to the Soviet embassy, And then apparently there was Hoover said, and I quote, "No, there's one angle is very confusing for this reason. We have up here the tape and the photograph of the man at the Soviet embassy using Oswald's name. That picture and the tape do not correspond to this man's voice nor his appearance. In other words, it appears that there was a second person who was at the Soviet embassy, which is still kind of sketchy. Lee Harvey Oswald. It's kind of a, not a
Mm,
common name. At least I don't not nowadays. I don't know about back in the day, and if you want to put some context into
yeah.
that.
No, I don't think it was a very common name.
I haven't seen.
Oh, especially, when you get three, the three names, like the first, middle, and last name involved, you know, you're known.
y-
You're now known.
Yeah, fucking last name Oswald. What the fuck, dude? You could choose your last name, Andy. Just don't sleep with the fucking person with the bad last name. You feel me? I had a stereotypical Spanish last name, Lopez. You got
Hmm.
the white shit, but I'm not gonna. If I was a woman, I wouldn't sleep with somebody last name fucking Durakovic or whatever the fuck.
Hmm. It sounds exotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to, be with a Johnson or a Smith.
Smith, no. Well, I mean,
Ah, I'm Mr. Smith.
oh Lord, here we go again. But yeah, so it's not. I mean, this shit's over with, and I don't think anybody's. There's been so many books and documentaries and shit on it,
Hmm.
but honestly, who gives a fuck at this point? 60 years later, we got a fucking pandemic going on now. People are dying. Good. Um,
Mm,
and it's over with now. If they covered it up, they covered that bitch up good because this shit would have been a blowout if motherfuckers got found out,
hmm.
like officially.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, people are already, deceased.
Yeah.
Like everybody that has been involved is not with us anymore. But I mean, if you want to hear more about this John F. Kennedy assassination conspiracy, just go on to Wikipedia.
Or YouTube and
There
type in
are,
JFK, and I'm bet the first one.
yeah, there's 487. What are these things called? Oh my God. References. Jesus. 487 individual references based on everything that's on this Wikipedia page. And there's so much stuff. There's so much content. And yeah, you can get lost in this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yo, honestly, this is a good fucking what is it? What do you people say? Pastime, fucking to pass the time. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, this is a good fucking pastime. I like watching documentaries, but more about natural disasters because that shit is interesting to me. I like that type of science.
Hmm.
This is not some.
Natural disasters, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Any type of murder and shit, I can't watch that bitch alone. You motherfucker get scared. Motherfucker get scary. I go to sleep. I have nightmares and shit. Especially now that I live
good,
alone.
good job.
I
Yeah,
start checking. Did I lock the door? Like, yeah, it's fucking yeah.
good job.
But enough with JFK shit.
Yeah, man.
What?
Let's wrap it up with one more thing, huh?
Yeah, what makes us mad, man? What makes? Well, hold on. Let me redo it. What makes us mad, Andy?
Damn. Damn. What makes us mad?
Guess what makes me mad,
What
Andy?
what makes you mad, man?
People that just talk too much. They need to just shut up. Like, please,
That is
shut up,
so
please.
vague. Please explain. What do you mean by people that talk too much?
All right, so everybody has a fucking example of this, but basically, the reason I had this idea for this week's episode was recently we got a new person in my job, who's an intern. So thank God she won't stay with us long term. This she's nice as fuck. She's a nice person. She doesn't even cuss. She's a little sensitive to jokes, which sucks. Um,
Mhm.
so yeah, I can't bring up my 9/11 jokes, but she goes on, Andy. Like she goes at it, bro. Like,
Like argumentative, or
no, 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 no,
she
no,
just keeps
no.
on
She just
talking?
keeps talking. Like not. She doesn't argue. She doesn't like say anything negative. Like it's all positive. Like she's like a little. She's always like high. Not high pitch, but high motor. Like she's like she has a
So
high positive attitude.
so she's just talkative.
Yeah, like this bitch, yo,
So
bro, like
that
Andy,
that
bro.
makes you mad when people are just talkative?
It makes me mad when it's like been 8 hours into my shifts, and I'm like, please shut the fuck up. Sell the drugs, verify the address, and sell the fucking drug. God damn it. Yeah, especially like, yo, so I know I just said the word, but the word like is every fucking sentence for her,
Ah.
and she's for example, I'm trying not to say the word like on purpose too much, but for example, she goes, yeah, so I was doing this and like I told my mom like I can't believe it. Like, do you feel me? Like I'm like, damn bitch, I got it, bro. Fucking like, I understand. Fuck.
Mhm.
But Andy, like, have you ever had those people? Like, they're she's not a bad person at all. I'm not ripping on her for being a bad person. It's just she like she goes at it for like a whole fucking shift. That mouth just the whole fucking time.
I mean, I work with a couple of people that are talkative. Yes. Like I got one guy that likes to talk about games and whatnot. He's very intelligent as well, so that's nice.
Oh man, are you talking about
Um,
David?
no,
Sounds like David.
I don't work with you.
Not anymore.
And there's somebody else that I work with that also it's kind of like that, kind of like how you were describing a little bit. They're very nice, but once they get going as far as talking goes, they'll
Yeah,
very hyper,
yeah,
very hyper in a sense.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hyper is a great word for that. See,
But I mean,
it
it doesn't make me mad.
it only makes it doesn't make me mad the whole time. It only makes me mad when like it's everything in conjunction of I have to teach her, but then also she's worked in the company before she started going to school for pharmacy. So she's
Hmm.
like kind of knows the shit, but that store also did it differently, so she tries to do it that way, but it's a different fucking time now. So we do shit
Hmm.
differently and then she questions it. And it's like, just fucking do what the fuck I say. I get it. You're 5 years older than me. You're 25. You're in college. I understand that. I'm 20 years old. I'm a college dropout, and all I have is a PTCB certification. I understand that shit. But I've been working this motherfucking pharmacy every fucking day. All right, until they cut my fucking hours. So I know what the fuck I'm doing. So just fucking do it. And it's that in conjunction with her not being quiet that makes me
Hmm.
mad. It's everything in conjunction, not just talkative.
Gotcha.
See, because even when she talks, which when she does nothing but talk, it's it's just meaningless. Like it's just fodder. Like she just fucking talks the talk, dude. She like brings up shit,
Hmm.
and then like an hour later, she brings it up again, but like in a different format. And it's like, I got
Hmm.
it, bitch. You're just reusing the same assignment, just putting your fucking name somewhere else. It's not like she's cracking jokes the whole fucking time. She doesn't crack a joke. She makes herself laugh though. I'll tell you that. She laughs at herself a lot, but she doesn't crack a fucking joke. And
Hmm.
like, damn, she doesn't even spice it up. No cuss words, Andy. I would at least pay attention the whole time if you're like, yeah. So I did my tax the other day, and that motherfucker was like, yeah, like we can definitely give you a tax identity. And I'm like, bitch, I ain't doing that. That I'll be like, oh shit, there'd be it'd be dynamic, but nah, she just fucking goes at it, man. Bitch is
Hmm.
adamant and like fucking going at it. So yeah, Andy, that's what makes me mad. You said that shit doesn't make you
Well,
mad, but trust me, that shit.
no.
Even my pharmacist, Andy, which I don't know, you haven't talked to her too much, but you met her, and even
Mhm.
she's the nicest person that I know, and she's like that. She needs to shut up.
Well, you know, at least she's doing her job. You know what I mean?
Well, really badly.
She's an intern, man. Give her a break.
It's just giving the patient too much information because she won't shut up. Like, yeah, we tried every discount card. Don't be like, yeah, you could also go to this one and this one and this one. We already tried those. So stop telling the patient that. Because the patient doesn't see, like, they don't pay attention to, yeah, we already tried all those. They pay attention to, this is something that could happen. So everything that we've done for you is already discredited and you could do it yourself and we're wrong and we lie. That's what it boils down to at the end.
Mm.
It's tricky. It's tricky working in pharmacy.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't do it.
Yeah, but shit. Well, you was almost there, man.
Oh no, there was no way. That was the roadblock.
That was a robot. Well, I mean, you could have. I mean, you worked there for like IC3s when there was too many people. All you did was pick up. You didn't do shit. All you did was sell that motherfucker.
Yeah,
You must be lucky to be
that's all
up.
I knew how to do.
Yeah, at least you don't have to deal with
Hmm.
students, bro. Fuck, that shit's annoying. Next week, I change. We have 2 students. Next week, I change to the other student. Thank God. Woo. So, I'll give you an update next week. Well, I'll see if my life still sucks or if it maybe got a little bit better.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it only goes up from here, but we all know how that goes.
So speaking of next week, I guess we're going to be talking about the conspiracy of big pharma that is withholding the cure for cancer.
Ooh,
So
I gotta
that
be
should
on.
be right up your alley.
Oh, I'm gonna be on Big Pharma side. Fuck those people. I'm just playing.
Uh huh.
Oh, disclaimer:
And
David's just playing. It's a fucking joke. Colin.
Ugh, he's gonna be killing it next week.
Yeah.
Go ahead, write this prescription here for terrible jokes.
Wow.
Then
Yeah,
then the game of the week next week is gonna be Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
yeah, that remake. I've been enjoying that shit a lot recently, and Andy's gonna be playing that bitch too because he can get Warzone for free.
Says David.
Yep.
I'll have to look into it myself.
Yeah, well, you kind of have no choice, buddy. I already said it on the podcast, so it has to be true. Kind of set you up there on purpose. Should have never let me talk.
Appreciate it, man. Well, now people, that kind of sums up this episode of the Not Good Enough podcast. Hopefully, it did not fall below par of your expectations. Remember, we're on lots of different platforms, including Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and a whole bunch of other things. Probably even MySpace somewhere.
Yo, are we in somebody's top 5? Please let us know.
Oh yes, that would be amazing. Pics or it didn't happen.
Yeah, fucking you'll probably catch us. We're a fucking guild on RuneScape, so just fucking go on RuneScape. Catch us on RuneScape.
And we do have our own website. It's not good enough podcast.weebly.com. So we have all the content on there as well as Facebook and Anchor and all the jazz.
And apparently we're on LinkedIn too. So if you want to give us a job, hopefully minimum.
Yeah, I guess so. I didn't do that though.
Yeah, I didn't do that either. I don't even know what LinkedIn was till like last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want to give us a job, at minimum starting wage $15 like Target and Amazon. All right.
Mm-hmm. That would be our target wage.
All right, and we're just gonna cut that episode out. Let's see, Andy. Was that good enough?
I think we're getting there, but no, we're still below par.
All right. I was really just looking for a one-word answer, but I guess we'll try it next week.
All right, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.